Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave, and we're continuing our playthrough of Nimitz, Fleet Commander Nimitz from DVG Games, and we're getting ready to start our next turn, and that will be turn number 3, which will be May-June 1942. Okay, for May-June I get 21 points. So let's see what I got up here. I got 10, 14, yeah, I got to count that again. 10, 14, that's 21 there. I had 3 too many in there. So 10, 13, 16, 20, 21. So we have 21 points. I do my math, man. Wouldn't think it'd be that hard, would you? Okay, first thing we got to do is spend 2 points and repair these 2 ships here in port. These are the 2 cruisers that got hammered up down there in New Caledonia. And the next thing we can do is come over here for our production build. And remember, last turn we got this up to a delay of 1. So out of that line here, I get 2 infantry companies to the west coast. I get this bomb group to the west coast. And I get 1 of these to move up. So the MAG 23 is going to come up. Okay. So that's got my builds. Everything's built. Everything's repaired. And so now it's about where I want to spend my points. Well, I can tell you right now, I'm doing 4 scouting. So I'm going to take 4 off of there. And I'm going to set myself up with 4 scouts. We're definitely scouting Carrier Fleet 5. Bring you over here. Carrier Fleet 5, we need to know what's going on. Carrier Fleet 4. And this is when it gets dicey because this is a really small, those 2 surface fleets that they're kind of beat up. So I'm not as concerned about them. This one's locked in battle, so they're not going anywhere. So I think I need to know, do I kind of watch this one and see where he's going? Not so much. As long as they don't invade Hawaii, I'm okay. That's what worries me about them. I think I need to know what Carrier Fleet 3 is going to do coming out of Japan. And then this last one, man, I got a battleship fleet up here that could do some damage to me too, and I could go ahead and get him out of there. Maybe that's who I'm going to scout, that battleship fleet. Okay, so that's who I'm going to scout. All right, I still have 10, 13, 15. I'm going to keep 2 points for battle plans. That's my plan right now, is to have 2 of those for battle plans. And then I need to build some more. Now, I can rush at a cost of 3. And I know I need to get some more. I know I need to get my Marines going here. I think I'm going to spend 5 points. The Marines cost me 2 points each. So I'm going to get the 2 Marine divisions being built and this Army unit. That's 5 points right there. Okay. I need to spend 5 points. Man. Let me see what I got up here. I got carriers I'd love to get started building. Destroyers cost me 2. Battleships are 3. 3 and 4. cruisers that cost me 2. And I got 2 carriers, the Hornet and the Wasp. I'm really scared of these guys. I think I got to spend... I think I'm going to spend 5 points and start the Hornet. And I'm going to spend 2 points and start a destroyer down here. All right, that leaves me with 3 points now. So I can, I'm going to spend 1 of those, keep my 2 here for battle plans, and I'm going to buy a battalion also. 2, 4, 5, 6. I can't do that because of the, my capacity is still 6. So I'll buy a, I can get this RAF bomb group, or I can get a B-17 bomb group. I think I'll build a B-17 bomb group. They only cost me 1. Okay, and I can get them out next turn, most likely. All right, so I've got everything moved. I've spent all my resupply. Got everything done. One of the things I did pick up on, I continually continue to read the rules, go through. I'm looking for things. Am I doing everything right? Am I sure? I question things. I go back and look, you know, trying to figure out what we have going on here. And so one of the things that I did pick up on in the Yamamoto rules, the edition, is that the infantry units, let's see if I can get you up here where I'm pointing, stay on the fleet cards. The only time they disembark off the fleet cards are like right here when we're having a battle. So for Surface Fleet 2 and Carrier Fleet 2, their infantry units are on the island now. Okay, so we definitely got us a battle going there. All right, so we got to, we need to roll for our scouting orders now. So we'll get the camera back over here again. And we got scouting going on. So we'll start with Carrier Fleet number 5. We roll 2 dice and add 2 and see what he's going to do. He gets a 6 plus 2 is an 8. He's going to withdraw 1 closer to Japan. So thank goodness he moved back to the Mariana Islands, and we put that on him. So that's a big fleet that gets away from Midway. Whew! Glad to see him go. Okay, I'm scouting Battleship Fleet number 1. Let's see what they're doing. They got a 9 and a 5 is 14 plus 2 is 16. They're going to reinforce an objective with Japanese forces ashore. So they move to the next one. So with reinforce, we randomly select 4 ships. What's the fleet? The battleship fleet. 1 infantry, but I can't take the last infantry from the island. And 1 Japanese infantry, and 3 land-based aircraft to an objective that has at least 1 infantry or land-based aircraft. Okay. So they move up to the next island. So the battleship fleet moves here, and he gets his in transit, and he would take 1 infantry and 3 land-based aircraft. So if he takes the infantry from Iwo Jima, he has to leave 1 aircraft. There has to be a force left there. The land-based aircraft are now on the Mariana Islands, and this infantry unit is in transit. And so he will land here on the Marianas at the end of this turn. Okay. His other group infantry that's in there, they don't. Actually, he wouldn't take that because he has a land-based unit in his group. Now, the only time he'll drop them off is if he moves in. But I'm going to put the aircraft on that carrier, or on the carrier group, or the battleship group, as they'll end up landing there on the Mariana Islands. So this is a little confusing, I know. So you're kind of rolling for an order, then you got to read what all goes with the order with that fleet. And the fleet moves, it's the number of ships in the fleet that move. They don't leave any ships behind, the whole fleet moves. But they also take other things like the land-based aircraft. But we do not adjust any of the resupply orders yet. So that's the good thing. Okay, let's do carrier fleet number 4. Let's see what he's going to do. He gets a 15 plus 2 is 17. He does a sortie. Okay, a sortie, randomly select his 5 ships, 2 infantry, and 2 land-based aircraft to move to an area with both U.S. and Japanese forces ashore. Okay, so he's coming down. This is getting bad down here. He's coming to New Caledonia. So I got another carrier fleet. Now, he brings 2 infantry. He has 1 with him, so he's going to bring a battalion also with him. And this was carrier fleet number 4. So we're going to have 2 battalions on a transport now that's out here in New Caledonia. We're going to try to land some more. And he brings 2 land-based aircraft. So he takes these, oops, that's the Philippines. Yeah, that's where he came from. He brought 2 from there, and they bring him into New Caledonia. So now he's got aircraft. So what do he bring? Zeros and A6M, so a lot of dogfight capability there. Okay, so this has turned into a major battle. Excuse me, down here now. And carrier fleet 4 is in transit. All of that's in transit. So they're not there yet. Well, the aircraft is there because they move in. It would be part of their Japanese orders for the movement. So yeah, we'll put them in. They'll come in once we get to their Japanese orders. Okay, got that one. Carrier fleet 3. Let's see what they're going to do. They get a 4 plus 2 is 6. Refit in Japan. So they stay. They just hold. And so they stay right there. And with them stays the 3 infantry also stay there with him. And there's no aircraft there. Okay. So my scouting, at least I know what's going on. They're not attacking. So now I'm bringing my whole force down here. My whole naval force is coming. I gotta do some damage down here. And we're gonna have to see what we can do here. We're gonna have to look at some of these guys. I may have to shift some air forces around here to try to make sure that I'm getting my best foot forward here to fight off. I got fighters now. I got 2 carrier fleets. They're going to be bringing in fighters. This carrier fleet 4's got a bunch. This is going to be wicked, wicked, wicked. Okay. All right. This is really dangerous now. This could turn the tide of the war either way. Okay, so now I do my movement orders. So I'm, like I said, I'm running a risk here, but I'm bringing everybody down here. This whole stack is coming in down here. I got to... I'm worried about those guys, you know, if I engage them or not. But I need... Man, I need everything up here. I gotta bring everything because they just have so much stuff going on. And I gotta do something about their land forces. I cannot give up this island. It's gonna be brutal. Yeah. So I'm running a risk that this surface fleet could move on me here. But I'm gonna have to take the chance and hope that they don't. I know, it's a gamble. So, okay. So that's my movement. I'm bringing my whole carrier. I got my whole carrier fleet just came down to New Caledonia, and we're going to face off against the Japanese here. We're going to have one giant battle and see what happens. And praying for some good rolls here. Now, I'm going to look at my, what I got here for aircraft. I got the 11th Bomb Group, I got MAG 13, and this RAF unit. The RAF unit cannot leave, and MAG 13's as good as they're going to be. So I think I'm going to stick with that. My Bomb Group, it's my B-17s. They're going to be coming in there. I've got the 90th Bomb Group here, and I've got these guys here. I'm going to leave the 43rd there, and I'm taking the 32nd and this battalion, and they're coming in reinforcing New Caledonia. So I'm trying to get some infantry in there also. Yep. I'm just thinking about if that's everything that I've got there. Okay, here we go. We got to do the Japanese orders. So the first one is here. He gets a hold, moves up 4, and he gets a hold, moves it up 4, and okay, now we start working the smallest groups. Here in the Solomons, they have 2. He has 2 here. 2 is a hold, moves it up 4, and the Solomons get a hold order, moves it all the way up there at 15 now. He has 2 here, that'll be a hold. So they are not moving. Let's see, they've got about 4 units, it looks like 5 units there. He had 2, he has 4 there. He has 3. So they get a hold order, which is 1 infantry and 2 aircraft, so they're not going anywhere. All right. This one, he has 5 and he has 4. And we'll get into probably the fleets. What's he got? He's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Right? Yeah. So he'll wait. Okay. So I think we do these guys here. His first order here is a 1 and a 3. That's a hold. So they're not going anywhere here out of New Guinea. Okay, and we have 5 over here. So he has 1 infantry and 1, 2, 3 aircraft. They hold, and so we got to roll for this one. Let's see what he does. So this one aircraft, and he gets plus 10. He gets a 6, or is that a 9? That's a 9. Plus 10 is 19. Offensive. Choose closest objective with no Japanese adjacent. If cannot, he goes to battle. He can't go to battle either because of they're already full for their aircraft down here. He has 2. Oh no, he's not full. He can. So he's coming down. The 14th Sentai KI-21s. He moves down here with these guys. Okay, so he's joining the battle. Became an offensive. It's minus 8. Back down. Okay. Next, we have Carrier Fleet 1, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on it, which is going to be less than these guys. So we'll do Carrier Fleet 1 up here. We'll do this order right here and see what they are going to get. They're going to be plus 2 to their die roll. 7 plus 2 is 9. They do withdraw, 1 closer to Japan. So the ships are going back to Japan. And they take with them 1 infantry and 2 aircraft. The infantry can't go. The aircraft goes back to Japan. So that's a moved order there. Okay. All right. So that takes care of that one. And he's finished. He stays right there. And on a withdrawal, they gain 1. So they're up 1 now. All right. Now we have what's left to move here. That guy would have been a hold there because they were all in transits. Missed that earlier. And it wouldn't have moved that up because I would have done it when they were already up there anyway on their points. So it doesn't change anything. Okay, I think that leaves me with these 2 fleets and that battalion right there. So let's see what they do. They roll. They're going to be plus 5. They get a 2. Plus 5 is 7. They're going to refit in Japan. So the 2 surface fleets, they 3 ships. Surface fleet number 1 has 3 ships. So he goes back to Japan for refit. And now I got to roll again. He can't take that infantry. He's got his infantry with him and there's no aircraft. And refit moves us up 2. Now we roll and he gets a 1. Plus 5 is 6. So he also goes for refit. So surface fleet number 3 also went up there for refit. Okay. All right. Thank goodness that got them out of there. He stays right there. All right. I think that's all the movement. Check the board real quick. Make sure. Okay, our next thing is battles. So here we go with the gigantic battle. Rules for New Caledonia. If the Japanese start with forces ashore, add 1 Japanese battalion to the foxholes. And if the Japanese begin the battle with forces ashore, advance the resupply order counter by 1. So we'll move that up by 1. And we're going to grab a battalion that goes with his group that's already ashore. All right, and now we got to set everything up. So we're going to move back over to here. This is the battle location. It's down here for New Caledonia. Okay, we move our U.S. forces. So we know at the airfield, it's a 3. And we have 3 aircraft. 1, 2, 3. And in our foxholes, we have 2 infantry groups. We have a transport that's coming here. And we have our ships. So let's just kind of lay everything out and see what all we're going to have here. We got to protect our ships, and we got to go destroy some stuff too. So this is going to be interesting. We know our 2 carrier groups. The Enterprise is staying in the ocean, and the Lexington is staying in the ocean back here. Okay. And with them, we have some subgroups, depending on where the Japanese are, but both my subgroups are going to be out here in the ocean hunting their carriers. See if we can do some damage to them maybe. All right, I have my destroyers, which will be on out here with my carriers, trying to protect them. I'm sending this in close. And let's see, he's a 3, but he's good for anti-aircraft fire. He stays out here helping the carriers, guard the carriers. And our surface to surface, and these things here, right, they need to be, he's going to have some that are going to end up in close, I think. I'll put these 3 cruisers in there. I want 4 cruisers in close, 1 out there. Okay, so coming in, I got to give my ground troops some support here. Now we move the Japanese forces. Okay, E2 is going to have 3 aircraft. So his airfield is 3. All right, and then his in the foxholes, he's got a bunch already there. He's got a transport out here with 2 battalions on it, and one of those is from Carrier Fleet 4. And then Carrier Fleet 4 carrier, 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 destroyer, and a battleship. Okay. Okay, and to set up here, we place an escort battleship, cruiser, destroyer with the lowest surface attack value in the Japanese ocean attack. So out of these 2, the lowest surface will be the destroyer. So it's going to be out here with the carriers. Place 1 Japanese escort with the highest surface attack value in this area here. So he's in the battleship's in close, and they're going to provide those guys with support there. So that's dangerous to me too. I got to get rid of that dog. Whew, that's bad. Bad news. Bad news. And gonna have to spend a whole bunch of battle points here. Okay, and we'll get a roll for battle turns. And it is a 6. 3 battle turns. All right. This is gonna be deadly. I know it is. This is really making me nervous. I don't know why. Okay, battle forces present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. He gets 4 battle plans. Holy schmoly. 4 battle plans. US gets 3. And I can spend both of my supply points and get 6 more. So I'm going to have 9 battle plans. Okay, so I got to pick my battle plans. I need ranging shots, I know that. I need a diving attack because I got to get some hits on something, extra hit. He didn't have no submarines. Thank goodness. So I don't have to I don't have to worry about his. So I don't need the ASW there. I can do my CBs. So that's 3, 6. I got 3 more points left. I can do a fur ball. That will gain me a like that. That's going to gain me a hit on an aircraft. I may need that. I can do a charge, re-roll an extra attack, roll an extra attack for an infantry. So I can use that. That'll help me battling his infantry. And then envelop, re-roll. So 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's mine. Now I have to draw him 4 battle plans for the Japanese for this turn. This is brutal. Submarine warfare. +4 on torpedo, which it doesn't have +2 on depth charge rolls. Okay. Carrier attack. All bombers roll a 10 for the area. Oh crap. That's bad. I gotta get my carrier plane. Oh yeah, I haven't even set my carrier planes and stuff out yet. I need to do that. Yeah. Okay, before I draw any more battle plans, let's see. I gotta see what all I get here. My 2 carriers are gonna have F4F, 2 SBDs, and a TBD. So I get an F4F, so I get 1 for each one of them. So I have 2 SBDs and a TBD. Now I have to determine where they're going to go. 3. These guys are good against shipping. They're not bad against land targets. If I go here, and if I could hit his transport, I could get rid of those battalions. They won't reinforce. Or I come in here and try to hammer his guys right here. These guys are definitely bombing here, here, and here. These guys are all going against the land targets. That's for sure. And my SBDs. Man, I'd love to go after that shipping, but their anti-aircraft fire is fierce. I need to send another one here against the battleship. against the coastal. That's what we're doing. So if I get rid of the battleship, I can go after the transport. So the battleship and the transport are there together. These guys are coming in here. Okay. Now I get 2 more SBDs and another torpedo bomber. So I think maybe what I should have done, I think I'll take this guy out of there, put the torpedo bomber in there, or not. Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave another SBD there, and then I'm going to send a couple of these guys here after the ground targets and see if we can't hit those guys. I need to do some damage here, man. I need to do some damage. Now, he has a light carrier, which is an A6M and a bow dive bomber. So he has a bow and a 0. So let's roll for them and see where they're going. All right. So the 0s are going into zone 7. So they're coming out here, and I got my Wildcats out here. So the 0s are coming out. And now my dive bombers, they are a 7. They're coming with them. So the light carrier's coming after my force out there. All right, not bothering my ground troops yet. He's got 1, 2, 3 heavy. So he gets a 0s. So there's 3 0s. 2, 3 more 0s. He gets a D3A and a B5M. So the D3As be 3 of those, and the B5Ns, 3 of those. Okay, the way these work, these are all groups. So the 0s are separate, but the bomber groups come together. So 3, there should only be 3 of those B5Ns. And so they'll come together, whatever they're doing. So we roll for them, and then we roll for the 0s to see where they're going. All right, so here come the bomber groups. This one is a 3. So he's coming for the island. So the Japanese bombers are coming to the island. Okay. Next group is a 3. They're also coming to the island. And the next group is a 7. They're coming out here for the ships. Now my 0s, each one of them is separate. He's got a 4, so he's coming with these guys to protect them. These 0s are a 2. They're staying over his ships. And these 0s is a 10. He's coming out here. All right. Whew. There's the setup. Man, oh man. Whew. This is a lot just getting it all set up. Okay. Everything is set. We have bombers, we have fighters, we have ships, we have ground targets. Everybody is set up. Okay. So now we're getting ready to head into combat. Oh, I forgot to roll for the land-based aircraft. So we got to see what they're doing. Okay, so we have, this is your A6M and G3Ms. They're going for target 1. Because they are a bomb group, they would move in, so they're doing the islands. So they'll be here on the coastal, the island. Yeah, the island, not the coastal. Let's make sure we keep track of that. They're not doing the coastal. Okay. Here we have, the next one is the A6Ms, they went out over the carriers to protect them. They thought I'd come after them. They were wrong. And then I have the KI-21s, and they are a 10. They're coming out here after my ships. Okay, so now we have everything set up. Okay, we're ready to go now. Okay, first thing is dogfights. So let's start. I don't have any out here. I don't have any over their coastal, right here. Over the islands, I got 2 fighter groups here. And he has 1, 2 here. Okay. So I'm gonna bring them down here where I just keep track of them. This is what we have. This is over the island, the dogfight going on. So he's got 2 fighter groups. He needs an 8. He needs 8 and a 6 to hit. He gets a 7 and a 2. So he's going to score 2 hits. And because this one's a 1, he's going to eliminate this one. But I get to fire back first. He actually hits 3 hits because of the 1. So he damages this one. But I get to fire back first. So I'm at 10s. 3s give me 2 hits. 2 and a 10. So he missed. I hit 2 times. And that's going to eliminate this 0. This guy's down and this guy's damaged. Okay. So he lost a 0. A carrier, one of his carrier zeros. I got both of them. And I lost my RAF fighter group. He's going to go back to be where he can be rebuilt. And this 0 is gone. All right. These guys, they're done now. So over the islands, the fighter group took a hit. He's still good there. He's going to be able to bomb now because he's got a bomber group in there. Okay. Out here over the ocean, I got 2 Wildcats. He has 2 zeros and 2 Wildcats. So here we go. Oh, brother. Yep, that's it for the zeros. Okay. They need 8s. 4s give them 2 hits. Oh, he got a 4 and a 7. That's 3 hits. So he's going to wipe out 1 and damage the other. Both of my guys are firing back. They were 5s with 3s. So I need 5 or less. And 3s would be nice. 4 and a 2. I got 3 hits on him. So he loses 1 and he's got a damaged 1. All right. So my Wildcat went down. His 0 went down. So it was costly for our fighters. But that's over with. Okay. Anti-aircraft fire. They don't have any here. He has anti-aircraft fire here. He gets a roll of 2. He needs a 2 or less. And he gets a 7. So nothing from the battleship. That's good. I have anti-aircraft fire. Oh, you know what? With that, with my fur ball, I'm going to eliminate this other 0 right here and get rid of him and use my fur ball. So I did get rid of that 0. Okay, my fur ball's been used. All right. All right, I got to do my anti-aircraft fire. I got 2, 2, a 4, a 3, a 3, and a 3. All right. So I have I have 2 2s. This one and this one. They're going to fire first. They need 2s or less to hit. A 1 will give him 2 hits. He got a 7 and a 6. They both missed. All right, I got 3 3s. I need 3 or less to hit. 9, 10, 7. Gee whiz. Here I need a 4 or less, and a 2 will give me 2 hits. 6. So anti-aircraft fire didn't do anything. Okay. Here come the bomb runs. All right. Well, we'll just, I guess we can work them down here in order. I have 1, 2, 3. So I got 2 3s and 2 4s bombing. First, the battleship will be first. And after that will be the transports. All right, the first guys need 4 or less to hit. These are my SBDs. They're dive bombing. 4 or less to hit. 8 and a 1. A 1 is a hit, and I can do dive bombing success, inflicts a second hit, and that sinks the battleship. He's gone. That takes care of those 2. And now my other guys are now coming after. They're now coming after his transport. They need 3s or less to hit. 3s or less. 4 and a 10. Dang, nothing. Okay, so his transports are going to make it to shore so far. Well, maybe not. I still can hit them with my cruisers and stuff. I got ranging shots here. Yeah, okay. Now, that was my guys. I got these guys here. They're coming in on his infantry. I got a 1, a 2, and 2 4s that are, take that back. I have a 2, a 3, a 3, and a 4. Okay, so we'll roll for the 2 first, see if he gets a hit. He's bombing here. He gets a 4, nothing. I've got 2 3s. They're rolling. I need 3s or less. 10 and a 4, nothing. Now my bomber's bombing. He needs a 4 or less. 9, man, not one single hit out of all them guys. Man, these guys suck. Jeez. Okay, here are these coming. He's bombing. He's attacking my airfield, my infantry first. He's got 2 2s and 3 4s. Okay, we'll roll the 2 2s first. 2s or less to hit. 6 and 4, he missed. Now he's got 3 4s coming. 10, 4, and 2. 2 hits. Well, he's going to eliminate that battalion. Okay. That battalion took a hit. All right. Now, bomb runs here. He's got, here he comes after my ships. Man, oh man, that's bad news there. I should have got, wish I could have got rid of him. He's got a, he needs a 2 or less to hit. 7, missed. He's got 2 4s. 4 and a 9. One of the valves hit one of my carriers. So he'll hit the Lexington. So Lexington took a hit. That's bad news. It's going to affect my aircraft coming back. And his last one's his torpedo bomber. He needs a 6 or less to hit. 10. Thank goodness he missed. Okay. That's his bomb runs. Now torpedoes. I got 2 subs up here firing. They need 2 or less. And with my luck, they just haven't been hitting anything. 2 or less. 10 and 6, of course. If I was needing 10s, I couldn't get them. Such as the dice rolls that I'm getting. All right. Depth charges, here they come. And they have, oh man, I think I just forgot something. Hang on. Okay, I did mess up. This battalion gets put back here because all of these guys were supposed to attack out here. None of my flak hit, so I got to roll for these guys now to see if they hit. Okay, so I have 2 4s that are dive bombing. He got a 10 and a 9, they missed. And now he's got 2 more torpedo bombers coming in. He's got a 7 and a 1, another one hit. It's going to sink the Lexington. So I'm going to lose the Lexington. That was bad. I lost my Lexington. Okay. Man, that was this carrier attack. I misread that. That was all bombers for that area. They rolled a 10 to come out there. So they used that one up. Now we're doing his depth charges, and he gets +2 to them. So he's got 2 ships that are 1, so they're 3 or less. He gets a 6 and an 8. They missed. Now the other 3 are 2, so they're going to be 4 or less, and there's 3 of them. 4 or less. They get a 9, a 4, and a 3, so they hit. So they damaged both my subgroups. Are damaged. Okay. All right, now we're at the infantry. Here they come. He's got 1, 2, 3. He's got 4 battalions that they have to have a 1. They have to roll a 1 to hit. He got a 9, a 2, a 5, and a 7, so no hits. He's got 1 battalion that's a 3 or less. 3, got a hit. Hit my battalion. He'll get to fire still at his strength. And he's got 1 at 4 or less. 9, he missed. Okay, I need a 1 to hit with that battalion before he got damaged. 1, hey, I finally hit 1. All right, so he's damaged. Now my infantry needs a 4 or less. 6, nope, did not do it. Okay, infantry advance. So they're now on the island. That transport goes away. And mine are on the island. My transport goes away. Wait a minute, I didn't do my naval guns. Shoot, I gotta do that. He may not advance. I'm firing at his transport ship. We'll just assume they're still out there. I need a 4 or less to hit. A 1, I hit him, that kills a whole battalion. My next one's gonna fire. He needs a 4 or less. 4, oh, so I eliminated both his reinforcements. That was the plan. I wiped out his transports and his battleship. Okay, now my other 2 guys are firing. They need 4s or less to hit. A 2 and an 8. So we hit 1, so we got rid of that battalion. Okay, so we did some damage with our naval fire there. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. All right, all the planes go back. He's back at the airfield. These guys are back at the carriers. They didn't lose any carriers, so he's an airfield. He's a carrier. And all these guys are back at the carriers. Man, I wish I would have got some anti-aircraft fire to hit those guys. I sure could have used it. I lost the Lexington down here. That was bad news. Bad news. All right. And he lands at his airfield. My guys come back to my airfield. 2, 3. These guys are carriers. These I'm going to have to figure out what I can get back and what I can't. Mag 3, he lands here. He's a carrier. Okay, on my heavy, I can have 1, 2, 3, 4 air groups can get back. So that means I'm going to lose the Wildcat, and I'm going to lose my TBDs, and I'm going to recover all the SPDs. So that's what I lost by losing the Lexington. Okay. All right. And he did his thing. So all my air groups got back to the Enterprise. That's what we recovered. All right. And that was the end of the first battle turn. So now we go to battle turn number 2. And here we go again. Things are tough. He gets 4 battle plans again. Let's see what they draw this time. He gets screening ship. Stop one. Wait a minute. Yeah, sorry. Give me that back. Dang it. There it is. I draw them before I move. That's right. She has 1 screening ship. Stops a carrier hit. He gets infantry combat. That's not good. All those guys, they can do some damage. I need to kill some of them. Air combat. That's bad. And submarine warfare again. So my subs are getting hammered too. All right. Got to move our U.S. aircraft. These guys are coming here to the island to do their bombing. And my SBDs are also coming there. We're going to bomb. We're trying to hit these battalions. I got to see if I can get rid of these guys. As much as I want to go after their ships, I just can't do it. I got to stop this. If I can dislodge this infantry, I still have a chance here. Okay, here comes the Japanese. Let's start with his land-based and see where they're going. I don't have any fighter cover for my ships. Okay, his first one is a 7. He's coming out here. That's the Zeros. That's probably as good a thing as I could get. Here's an 8. These guys are coming out here. Both of those, that's some of their dogfighting ability. And a 9. All 3 land-based came out to the shipping. Okay, that's as good a roll as I could have got from the land-based. That's for sure. Okay, up here we have D3A, D3A, and a B5N. So that's a group. And a D3A, B5N, B5N, D3A, and a 0. Okay. Oh, let's see where they're going. Let's start with this one. He's by himself. He's a 4. He's coming to the island. He's attacking the island. This bomb group is a 5. They're coming to the islands. This bomb group, a 1, which brings them to the island. And this bomb group is a 9. They're coming out for the shipping. Okay. And his Zeros are a 1. He stayed over the carriers. Okay. Combat. Dogfights. So I have dogfights here, but there's nobody for them to dogfight. So they don't do anything. Over the island, this guy can dogfight against his bombers. So he needs a 3 or less to hit. And a 2 gives me 2 hits. A 9, of course. And his 0 doesn't do anything. Okay, now we go anti-aircraft. None up there, none in here, but here I have anti-aircraft fire. So I got a 2, so I need a 2 or less. 9. I need a 4 or less with my carrier. 7. Dang. I got 3 ships that are 3s. 3 or less. I got a 1, and a 9. That's 2 hits on their lowest rated. That'd be one of these ground planes, it would be the zeros. But we eliminated the zeros. So they go back up to their reinforcement pool. Okay. Well, I didn't do what I was hoping to do, which was get rid of some bombers. Here come the bomb runs. Oh, let's start up here. I got a 2, a 4, a 3, 3, 3, 3. So I need a 2 or less. 9. I have a 4 or less. 9. Gosh. And now I have 3 for 1, 2, 4. I have 4 for 3 or less. 10, 10, 7, 6. Oh my God. I couldn't roll this high if I wanted to in like Warfighter where you have to roll high numbers. This is crazy. Okay, here come their bomb runs. He's a 6. No, he's a 2. He's a 2. He's a 4 and a 6. So we'll do the 2 2s first, 2 or less. 8 and 6. Okay, now they need a 4. 5, he missed. Now here comes the torpedo bomber. A 9, he missed. Oh my God, I survived that one. I avoided that. Okay. He didn't have any dogfight or bomb rolls. Oh my gosh. Air combat, +2 on bomb rolls. Let's see, 9 on dogfight and bomb rolls. Yeah, so my bombers missed. Okay, so that took care of his air combat. Don't have a screening ship because I didn't attack those guys. His infantry combat, submarine warfare is coming up. Okay, torpedoes. I got to roll 1. 2 subs and they need a 1. I got a 2 and a 9. He's got 1, 2 ships that are 1, so he gets +2, so they're 3 or less. 7 and 8, they missed. And now he's got 1, 2, 3 that need 4 or less. 3, 8, 5, they hit one of them. So I lost a subgroup. So subgroup 1 got eliminated. And I can rebuild the subgroups. Okay. Now what do we do? Now we do man, that was his depth charges, naval guns. All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, I got 4 ships firing on his infantry. They all need 4 or less. Well, 2 of my dice didn't go in there. I got a 3. I got 1 hit. I'm going to use my ranging shot. A ship surface attack inflicts 1 extra hit. So that eliminated another battalion. So got rid of 1 there. So thank goodness. At least I got something out of that horrible roll again. Man, just can't believe how bad my rolls have been today. Okay, that's the naval guns. Now comes the infantry. He is, he's firing. He's got 2 at 1, and he has +3, +2 on the infantry combat rolls. So +3. So he needs 4 or less. He gets a 9 and a 6. So they missed. That's done. All right. He's got a guy here he needs a He needs a 3 plus 3, 6. He needs a 6 or less. 9. He missed. The other guy's a 4 plus 3, 7 or less. 7. He hits. I'm going to use my... Okay, he hit. So I'm going to use my CBs and stop. Oh, that's for an airfield hit. I'm going to use my envelope and re-roll for an infantry attack. So I want him to re-roll that. He needed 7. He got it to hit anyway. Okay. So that's going to be against that battalion. But I get to attack. He needed a 1. And he gets an 8. My other guy needs a 3 or less to hit. He got a 9. I'm going to re-roll, or I'm going to do an extra charge. I get an extra attack roll. 10. Man. Cannot buy a hit. Just cannot do it. Oh, I took the wrong guy there. He's okay. It eliminated that battalion. So actually, that 4 would have come from him. Okay, so it all worked out anyway. All right. Infantry advance. My infantry moves up to the foxholes now. So now I've got 3 units there. And we return aircraft. So my carrier planes come back. And his carrier planes go back. His zeros there. His land-based comes back. And his carrier planes and my land-based come back. Okay. And that's the end of that one. There's 1 battle turn left. First thing we have to do is draw 4 more Japanese battle planes. First light, pre-attack for 1 carrier group, 10. Air combat, +3, +2 on dogfight and bomb run. First light again. So 2 of their carrier groups are coming out here to hit me. And ship combat. Luckily, his ships are all out there to sea. Well, that one's not going to affect anything. Because I'm not going to have it, well, unless I attack him air to air, but I'm not. Okay. I still have 1 to protect that guy. So my 4 are coming in here on this island again. 2, 3, 4. Let's see where his 2 land-based ships are going, aircraft are going. These are his bombers. He gets a 10. They're coming out here. And this one is a 7. He came out here. And now we do his groups. And we know that 2 of his groups are coming out here. So he's got D3A and a B5N, D3A, B5N, D3A, B5N, and D3A. So I have 4 groups, 2, 4, 6, 8. So let's roll, see which group's coming. 6. 2, 4, 6. This one's coming out. And now we got 3, 6, 9. 10. 7. 3, 4, 5, 6. And the single one's coming. So those guys are coming on the early morning. That's going to be these 2 right here. Okay. And now I got these two groups. Where are they going? They're going 7. They're coming out here. So they're coming after my shipping. And this group 5, he's coming to the island. Oh yeah, my island planes, of course, were up here too. He's coming to the island. Okay. All right. So, okay, and actually this guy, he wouldn't have come on that early one. This group would have. So these are the guys that came on the early attack. Okay, so here's what they do. They attack the carrier. It's 2 separate waves. So I get anti-aircraft fire from my carrier. He does get to fire. He's a 4. And if they hit my carrier, it's going to knock out my planes before they can go. 10, of course, I missed. And this group is attacking. And I get a 1. So that's 2 hits on that group. Against the 2 different ones. Let's see. Odd is for the first group. It's an odd. So he knocks down the B5Ns. Thank goodness. They are deadly. Those torpedo bombers are. Now he's coming in with these guys for their attacks. That takes care of those. And he gets +3 on his die rolls. He's got 2 ships that are 4s. That's going to be 7 or less. 1 and 5. That's 2 hits. They eliminated it. And the torpedo bomber gets a 10. They sunk the Enterprise. So all these planes went down with him. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This was a disaster here. The U.S. really suffered major. This is a major defeat right here at the hands of the Japanese. So I lost all that. I lost the Enterprise. She's gone. Okay. Man, oh man. Oh man. You know, my other anti-aircraft should have fired too. Yeah, I would have had, I think I did that wrong anyway. 3s would have hit, no hits, and 1, 2. 5, it didn't matter, no hits. Okay, so he sunk the Enterprise. Those guys are done. You got, now we go into dogfights. So here, I've got this guy. He needs a 2 or less. He needs a 3 or less to hit one of those over there. 3 or less. 4. He missed. Okay. That's the only dogfight we had. And now we need anti-aircraft fire. That comes to these guys. So I got a 2 or less. 7. And now I need 3s or less. 1, 4, and a 5. I hit one of them. He's a 2, he's a 2. So we'll roll. Odds the first one. It's even. So we hit this guy. So he takes a hit. Okay. And they're making their bomb runs. This guy's a 4. He's a 2 and a 1. Okay, here comes the 4 or less. 9, he missed. Here comes the 2 or less. A 2, he hits. And he'll hit 2, 2, 2, 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He hits the Honolulu. And the last guy needs a 1 or less. A 1. 3. He missed. Okay. Torpedoes. I need a 1 to hit. a 10, of course. And now he's doing depth charges. He's got 2 ships that are 1s. He gets a 4 and a 4. And he's got 3 ships that are 2s. 3, 5, 6. So nothing happened there. Naval guns, I'm firing. I got 3 ships. They need 4 less. 4 ships that need, I'm sorry. Take that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 ships or 4 less. 6, 8, 5, 1. I got 1 hit. He hit that battalion. Okay. Now we go infantry. Okay. Did I bomb? Did they bomb? I don't think I bombed. I don't think he bombed. He had a 4. He had a 4 and a 2. I know they didn't. We didn't bomb those guys. All right. He's got a 4 or less. 6 he missed, and a 2 or less. 3 he missed. I've got a 2 or less. 9 he missed, and I got a 4 or less. 3 he hits. So that would have eliminated that battalion. Okay. Didn't really change much. He wasn't going to be able to attack anyway. So I just got rid of another one there. All right. So now we've got they've got 3 battalions. They need a 1 to hit. And frickin' 1. Okay, he hits that battalion. Now he needs a 3 or less. 6, and then he needs a 4 or less. 6. Okay. He was a 1. I need a 1 or less. 5. I got a 3 or less. 1. I got a hit. That's going to be on that battalion. And I need a 4 or less. 6. Missed. No advance. Return aircraft. Well, I lost all, or they go back to their carriers. They go back to their carrier. They go back to their airfields. I come back to my airfields. Okay. It's all done. And it's the end of the battle. Whew. Man, was that tough. I lost 2 carriers down there. That carrier fleet that they have is just enormous. Enormous. And it really tore me up. So, man, and the problem is I'm going to have to send my other carrier fleet down there because I didn't get these guys off the island. The good news is I did inflict a lot of hits on them. So that's going to help me some. But yeah, they really tore into me there. So that's where we stand now, and I'll clean this up, get everything positioned, and then we'll be back here in a minute, and we'll talk about what things look at here at the end. Okay, well, I moved my ships back, all the ships back, the fleets are back on their card, everything's kind of reset. I got to remove all the moved markers, and then but we're at a U.S. supply check I still have. Oh, I didn't roll for my Japanese reinforced, so let's do that. So he had to fix 2 of his, so he went from 10 to 9 to 8. So he's going to add 8 to his die roll because I already took them off of the resupply order. So, and then I don't have any submarines up there, so it's going to be +8 to this die roll. The die roll's a 3, that's an 11. And 11 would be 2 ships, so he's going to get 2 ships. So he's going to get a replacement for that battleship and another escort carrier. Daggone. But that's all of those guys. He gets 2 infantry battalions. They'll go into Japan. Right here with his infantry. And he gets 1 aircraft. So he gets another aircraft replacement. So I know that the battleship is going to go back into the fleet where I sunk the battleship. And he gets another escort carrier, and the only place that they have that one is in Carrier Fleet number 2. So he's got a bunch of those guys now down there in Carrier Fleet number 2. So this is really bad, really bad. And I can tell you, I just looked at it, and I screwed up that last battle. Not that I think I'm going to be able to go back and do it over again, but I didn't even have the planes from Carrier Fleet 2 engaged against me. So there was a whole nother bunch of planes that could have been engaged, and that would have probably, I definitely would have made a difference, I'm sure. But this is the live and learn kind of thing when we're playing these games, and on top of it when you're filming. Because, you know, again, like I said, you're trying to keep, you know, everything straight. And sometimes I miss something. I missed that one. So, but I think it's going to resolve itself in the next battle, because I'm going to have to come right back down there again. The problem is my naval forces are just getting decimated now by this. There's too much down there. I should almost pull out of New Caledonia and see if that fleet will go home or go away, because it's too much down there and I can't tackle it with my other fleet. So I'm almost thinking I need to pull out of there and, you know, protect Samoa. I still have 4 ports, 4 objectives, and I only have to hold 3 at the end of the turn until December. So I just got to get one of them back. It's beginning to be a tall order right now, but I think I'm going to have to fall back to Samoa and see if maybe some of this will go away. That's what I need it to do. I need it to leave or break up. There's too much there, too many fleets, too much carrier fleets and stuff, and I just can't tangle with that. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm struggling here in 42. I'm halfway through. I'm taking a pounding, and I'm just going to have to keep on. I got to build up some carriers here and get them ready to, you know, try to rebuild. I got the Hornet. I'm probably going to have to spend some points and get the Wasp up there. I may have to, I don't know. We're just going to have to figure this out, I guess. It's tough. This is tough. So, hey, that's part of the game. It's part of learning. This is my first playthrough. So, really, I'm struggling against all the Japanese fleets. They're really, really tough. So there's a lot of ships, and they're all over us right now. But that's the way it goes. So I think, you know, we'll be back for the next turn. It'll be July and August of 42, and we'll see how we do. I just gotta, man, my die rolls were horrible. And if I don't get some better die rolls, you know, I'm not going to be able to do anything, because, you know, I didn't get any anti-aircraft hit. I didn't get anything that helped me really. So we'll see what we get out of this. It's a learning curve for sure. It is fun though. It is a challenge. Let me tell you. I think if you get out of 42, things start to get better in 43 a little bit. You get some better equipment, you know, and the Japanese equipment starts falling off some, but we got to get there first. We got to survive, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. Okay, that's the end of this video. If you're new, please subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys at the next one.